Hello, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me here again today. Today, I brought a subject that is very common to our daily practices because if you don't do them yourself, maybe you know someone who do them. And I am talking about those believe it to be superstitious witchcrafting, right? And why do I consider that to be important? And I also lead some people to go through that process because it's like this. I do know that the world is mental and that we can already process so much through our beliefs. But for someone to get rid of a belief system that was gained when they were a kid, it takes sometimes like a lot of time. And opening up from your mind and perception perspective is not that easy, right? And what happens is that the written word and the spoken word are the last forms alive of magic because we have life and we have life energy power. And because of that, when we wish for things, they go with our life power. And that's why and that's why we get to attract so many things. um and why does that matter? Because this could make a difference in your day-to-day living basis depending on how much you believe in yourself and on spirituality in general. Okay. um so because those are the two last forms alive of magic, you can use them to make your life easier. You can put spells on speaking if you believe that that's enough, or you can put a spell into writing. And what is important about believing? Let me tell you a story. Apparently, one of the Buddhists passed through this story in which there was this conversation with this guy that was trying to learn about enlightenment with him. And he was like to Buddha, "Hey, Buddha, so you're telling me that if I sit down on this rock and if I just relax and instead of concentrate, I can just like meditate and get enlightenment and understand the wisdom of the world?" And Buddha asked him, "Do you believe that you can? If you sit in that rock, do you believe that you can reach all of that?" And the guy said, "No." And then Buddha answered, "Then you can't." What if the guy had said that he believed? The Buddha would have said, "Then you can't." That's the base of this story, okay? So this will work for you if you open up yourself enough to believe in it. This won't work for you if you go on it doubting of it, because then you're not putting your life energy force to work at your desire, okay? So by not believing it, believe me, it won't work. So if you don't believe don't give it a try, okay? But if you have an open mind to believe in it, yes, that can change your life, your day, everything. So also, there is another base for that, and that base is like this. Too much light, just a bit. I always tell that to people, and I have already told that in many lives before. And the thing is, when we pray, believe me, this is not us praying for the force. This is the force praying for us, because let me tell you, the force is unlimited. The original seed of the universe is unlimited. And that is equal to say that when you pray for that force, it's not because you want the force to do that for you, because that unlimited force can do anything, and because it's omnipotent, omniscient, and omnipresent, it also can be for everyone and everywhere, and it won't lessen its power, okay? Because that's not how it works. just like that. If you've got a spirituality enough, you kind of know that already. But anyway, so when we pray, it's not because we're praying for the force to do something for us. When we pray, is actually the force allowing words to come to us in order to generate on us a healing, open thought that will open us to understand the value of that prayer. We don't have power over anything. We are allowed of everything that we are allowed. So if you think you've got power enough to generate this and that, I'm sorry, you don't. You were allowed to be a channel for all of that. Okay, that's a different type of concept. And why is that necessary? Because if you don't need to be the power, if you only need to authorize, then that means you only need to open up yourself to authorize. Because do you remember that saying that has been around the internet for quite some time now that says you don't need to pray to find love, you only need to pray to crumble down the barriers that are stopping you from seeing love, because love is already everywhere, okay? So this is the power of prayer, and that's the second base in which this stands upon. Because when you do that, you're not doing that for anyone else, you're actually doing it for opening you from your old belief system that won't authorize you to get the good stuff in a simple way and in a fast way, okay? So we're not doing this to for spirituality, we're doing this for ourselves. This is our inner magic. So, and why is that? Because the outer world is it's a reflect of our inner world. And if you change your inner world, the outer world will also reflect that change of belief. Okay? So, what I want you to do is like this. One of the commandments, one of the big commandments known by everyone about the rich people life and how they got there, is the exercise of visualizing. How are you going to bring something into the world if you haven't visualized it yourself? You will be missing a step out of the way. If you don't visualize that yourself, you cannot know the path ahead of you. And if you don't know where you're going, you'll be going anywhere, right? As a wind boat. I don't know if that's the correct name. Seal boat, maybe. Okay. So, what I want you to do is to try to make that wish clearer for you. Whatever wish this is, if it's about a marriage, if it's about getting better related to a relative, if it is about finding your soulmate, if it is about making your work project grow on your work, grow your company, whatever this is, okay? You have to do an exercise in clarifying that to you. And try to be as clear about it as you would like. You can go on the generals, just topic by topic, if that is enough for you to connect with that idea that you have, or you can go very detailed, because if when you go more detailed on writing about your project, if you get to mentalize it more profoundly, so you can like feel like you're almost in there, that is the feeling that we're looking for in here, okay? The feeling that you get to connect with that idea and feel that you are already living it, okay? Let's remember, we're not asking spirituality to open that is already opened, it and it's already a possibility. That's why some people get to live it, because it's already there. What we're doing in here is just to open up yourselves to ask the permission to be the channeler of all that, okay? If it can happen to so many people, it also can happen to you, okay? Believe me. And if you are in here, and if you want to use this for your own good and for the good of the mankind, and with all the great ideas that you have to share with the world so other people can grow in the level of their soul, then believe me, you're just working on the direction of healing, and that's a good thing. So you're doing good. And because of that, all this spirituality will want to give you the support that you need to grow, because it is a good idea that you grow and share those ideas with your beloved ones, okay? And in that, you have to clarify all of that in your mind. So I want you, and it was such a good conversation. I was talking with this woman, and she's a membership from Love and Men Boutique. I'm not going to say her name because I'm going to respect her privacy. And we were talking exactly about that. And it was amazing because it was so easy to talk to her. I told her, please write what you want and be as detailed as you want, put a lot of feeling on that. And she was like, oh, but do I have to do it some way, some other way? And I was just, you have to connect the feeling, just connect the feeling. And then she was writing and she gave me such a detailed email about every single teeny tiny detail. And I said to her, those were such good ideas that I just want to copy your ideas. And she was looking for her relationship, her partner, her life, okay? Her soulmate. And I told to her, write it down with a lot of feeling. And the more you get to feel like you are on it already, the more stronger it will be. And you have to read it. And while you read it, also connect with the feeling. Now, after you write all that you want on a paper regarding work or love life or relationship or whatever, friendships, family, whatever this is, okay? You just write it on that paper in a way that you get to connect so profoundly with the feeling that you can feel like you're living that idea. And I want you to find a very safe place to do that. Very safe place, please, not wood, okay? You try to find yourself a bowl, a metal bowl, in which you can light up a paper, okay? Remember to find a very, very safe environment where there will be no uncontrolling problems about fire, okay? So what you will do, you will take the letter that you wrote, whatever, if you want to type it down. People say this goes stronger as if you write down with your own hand. I just say you have to put the feeling. If you type it down and if you got to put your feeling on it, that is enough, because the feeling here is the biggest and most important part of it. So you're going to take that paper, that printed paper, you're going to take a lighter and you're going to find a very safe bowl to light up a fire, and you will read that paper. And when you finish that reading, you will light up that fire and you will burn that paper. While you burn that paper, you need to know with yourself that the smoke coming out of the words that you wrote have your feelings on them. And your feelings are going up high into the world, being spread around along with that smoke, for you being able to understand that your feelings went through the process of being transmuted into an energy from fire to the air. Okay, so your feelings are out there in the air, opened and spread for all the world. And believe me, because it has the power of your life and your energy, it won't be geographically limited, because the power of your wish is not geographically or time limited. Okay, so when you do that, I want you to focus a lot on your feelings, and I want you to put all of those strong ideas for you into that paper. Again, bring a lot of feeling. Try to make it for you as clear as it allows you to get in there and feel like you are living that reality. Remember to do it on a safe environment. That part is like really important, because you don't want to light up a fire on a place that could spread the fire around, like God forbid, right? And try that, and try to make that very clear. If in the next day you're feeling like doubting, Oh, but do you think that do it again? I want you to do until you find the inner strength to believe it, okay? Because that process of believing on your words, on your wishes, on your inner divine in nature, the practice of doing that will lead you to connect with that, because the whole spirituality that surrounds you to help you to fulfill their commitment with the original force, they will want to help you even more if it's about love and growth and progress. Okay, so if this is about a message of love and growth and share good things with the world, they will want to help you. You have to allow yourself and do this exercise to open yourself up to allow their help to come to your way. So after this point, no state of doubt is welcome, okay? You have to stay in this state of, I know the force of what I did, I know what was the strength of my intention, I know how much effort I put into connecting my feelings while I was writing and reading it. And I know that this is completely connected to part of the path that I want to live for my life, as in what I have to learn. Okay? Okay. So remember this. This will work because you are connecting with your own divine nature, your power of life, your right to life energy. Okay? That's what you will be spreading around the world. And because you are a living spirit, you have no time or geographical limits, okay? So this will go as far as it has to go to find for you the person you want to help you to grow this project with. Oh, but then you can say, but Danny, you don't like to practice that. It's true. I don't like to practice that. Not that I haven't done in the past. I have done in the past. But I like remaining kind of hermetical, as in the five laws of the Kybalion, the hermetical laws of Hermes Trismegistus. And because I know that the whole reality is mental and the all is mind, I understand that it's just a spin of a key of a concept that you will spin in your head, and then you will get to understand everything, and you will be ready to witchcraft only from your mind. That's how I like to work for myself. But why do I do that? Because I have been working on my faith for the last 11 years, but highly strong. And not only that, I know that there can be a lot of people that with a lot of less time will have a lot more faith than I do, and that is true. But I do have this belief related to time, and because of that, the fact that I learned about it since childhood helped me to understand already how to process all of this inside of my mind, okay? That's why I like to go from that line. But it can be done both ways. And if you want something to happen fast, the idea is to use the imaginary world to put all of that into words and make it material. And after making it material, give it back to the divine so you can complete a cycle of making it work. Also, the idea of making a cycle, it really would help you to get in that request to do that on a ritualistic way. And what does that mean? You need to start up a ritual and finish up a ritual. Does it has to be something really big? No, never. If you feel like it has, then it's true, then it has. Okay. Oh, Danny, do I need to pass it on the top of the rocks so I can write my story down on the basis of the earth on its rocks? Yes, you can. If you feel like you have to do that, yes, you can. Do I need to light up a candle? If you feel like you have to light up a candle, then you have to light up a candle. Do I have to do it in the dark? If you feel like if you have to do that in the dark, then you do. Oh, Danny, I see myself doing this with a very low amount of light in the ambience. Then do it just like that. Danny, I see myself doing that close to a lake. Do it just like you're feeling it, okay? Because you are the producer of your world. If you're believing to be seeing yourself doing something, and you already have the scenery, you already have some base ideas of your creativity to bring it down to earth. Use it all to your favor, because working from you as a base is exactly what we want, because we want you to see your own inner power working. So you shouldn't only follow my advice, go for what you feel, okay? This is really important. What you feel is the most powerful tool within you. I just need to remind you of that, okay? And but if you really want to go like really simple, then I think that if I do this on the top of my sink, on my sink, on the kitchen, or on the bathroom, and it will be enough. I just need some privacy. That works too. You guide the path to do that, okay? And once you have all that cleared and all that in the paper, and then you burn it down, and then you remember only to do the ritual. What is the ritual? You will choose. That's what we were talking about. You will choose. So what do I choose? I do it like this. Hey, spirituality, I know that sometimes I need some help from you guys to help me open up my inner world, to understand things that I am able to leave, that I don't only live because I think that I'm incapable of living them. I need you to come here and help me opening it up. And what I will do to help you is give part of my life energy, emotional strength, burn for you to use that energy to my favor, okay? Okay, that's my beginning of ritual. I can go really friendly with them. I can go really formal, like really with a lot of things surrounding it as a show of respect if I feel like it, but I'm really like simple to them because I get to communicate with them like this. So I just do this small little prayer. I tell them all the truth that is in my heart, because when there is truth in your heart, they also help. That is really important, as I had told in the last short about grieving in the Men in Black third. So, and once you burn, and once you know that all your wishes spread out there, and then you do your final ritual, your ritual for ending the session of the ritual, okay? So, and then in the end, you go like this: hey guys, I have already put my emotional life energy out there in the world. So my project can be found by kindred spirit interested in the same things that I am. Please help all those people to find all of those ideas and help me spread them along into the world along with me. And thank you so much for participating in helping me opening up myself to live the reality that I want. Thank you so much. And you finalize the ritual. And why is that important? Because this is the point in which you're consciously asking yourself to pair up with their power of beings who can see a lot more than you, to use your energy to bring all that beautiful reality to your favor, okay? Oh, Danny, but I used it to win the lottery and it didn't work, honey. This will have to be connected to your true heart's desire. And if your true heart's desire is not to win on the lottery, but it's to find the man of your dreams, I'm sorry. You can wish for the lottery as much as you think that you want to wish for the lottery. It won't work, because it will work for the honesty of your heart. And in this point, I always remind you guys back, that's why it is so important to meditate. You will see that there are different parts of you. You will see that is the heart part of you, the mind part of you, the body part of you, the energetical part of you, the spiritualized part of you. And when you separate those concepts within yourself, you will know that sometimes your mind and your heart are not totally agreeing with each other, okay? And what is the real prayer? The real prayer is when they work both together. Your mind is connected to your heart's desire. Because if you're just speaking out of your mind and your heart has no wish to involve that at all in those ideas, it will make a difference, okay? Because it's not going life energy on it. Okay, so you really need to go for the stuff that you wish from all of your heart. Will that work for you to get a job if what you want with that job is just to please other people and be unhappy about it? Probably it won't work. Could you please stop meowing? Love. Mommy's love. Okay, so if you were in here with me so far, I hope you have liked this. I hope you get to use it for your favor. And if you give it a try, wait some time until your faith is combined with all those ideas and you can be standing firm on knowing that you put it out there and someone will come to your guidance and your help about it. And I hope you get to see the difference. And if you see the difference, please come back in here and give us your comment on what was your experience with that. And remember to share the content if you're liking this. Remember to subscribe to the channel so you can receive the notification for the next lives. And also spread this content with the interested people that you know, because this content can go healing for a lot of people, can mean healing throughout the whole world if we want to, okay? Also, please remember to pass by Love and Moon Boutique. You will find in there a lot of esoterical products to wear and also to decorate your house so your outer world can reflect your inner phase of going through this wake up call from spirituality. And thank you so much. Kisses in your heart. I hope you have a great day and week ahead of you and that you get to feel the presence of your own spirit within you. And yes, all of that. Feel blessed. Bye bye.